Hey you guys, what's up? It's me, MJFANGIRL, and today I'm going to show you guys my Michael Jackson DVD collection. I am a big Michael Jackson fan, and I have been since probably the early 2000s is when I really started to collect Michael Jackson memorabilia and merchandise, and when I really started to watch Michael Jackson DVDs. Growing up, like in the 80s and the 90s, I mostly watched VHS cassette tapes, which were, you know, my parents or other family members. But DVDs were basically like the first piece of merchandise that were like my own. So I'm really excited to show you guys my collection. This is something that I've never done before, so let's get into it. Without further ado, you are now watching MJFANGIRL TV.
Girl, you got to know. We can touch the sky like yesterday.
Alright you guys, so let's get started. I have broken up my DVDs into a couple different sections. But the first is going to be the DVDs that are official DVDs that I purchased. Actually, let me change the angle. I feel like I'm like talking really low. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I broke my DVDs up to into different sections. The first bunch of DVDs are ones that I purchased while Michael Jackson was alive, and basically like as they came out. And then the second set are ones that I purchased after his passing, things that came out after his passing. And then the last set is bootleg DVDs. Yes, I have DVDs that are not official, but I want to show you guys what I have because why not? All right, let's get into it. The first DVD that I have, and I promise you guys I have it, but I cannot find it anywhere, the History DVD. This is History Book 1. It basically has all of the music videos from the first half of his career. So it has Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, it has Rock With You, Bad, Beat It, Thriller, Smooth Criminal. All those types of videos are on that DVD, and that was one that I really enjoyed watching growing up. That's really the first type of DVD compilation that I ever owned. And the second one is this one, which is the History 2 DVD. Now this DVD was volume 2, like I said, similarly to how the History CD had volume 1 and volume 2, this did too. This includes, it says on the front, includes Blood on the Dance Floor remix, the 1995 Grammy Video of the Year Scream, Earth Song, They Don't Care About Us, You Are Not Alone, and much more. One of the other things that's really cool about this DVD is that it has the Billie Jean performance from Motown 25, as well as it also has the 1995 MTV Music Awards performance of Dangerous, Grammy Award winning, I think Emmy Award winning, I'm not sure, I think it was. Shout out to Travis Payne and Lavelle Smith Jr. who choreographed that. Very impactful performance. For me, it was one of my favorites growing up, and still is to this day. And so this is the DVD. Like I said, it's actually really one of the first DVDs that I had, and the cool thing about this was that it was double-sided, and you guys could see this has got some wear and tear on it. Yes, double-sided. It's all scratched up because, you guys, I used to watch this all the time. One of the other things that I like about this is that it has Brace Yourself, that teaser where it's like Michael Jackson and they're playing like the, what do you call it, classical music. Da, 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 doom, doom. I can't remember the name of the song, but you guys know what I'm talking about. This is on this DVD as well. So really cool. I'm not sure if they even make these anymore. I'm sure they don't like actually print them or press them anymore, distribute them, but you could probably find these on eBay. I will leave some recommendations on where you can find this stuff. I'll try to look online, but yeah, let's get into the next DVD in my collection. So the next DVD in my collection is actually probably my favorite one. It's gonna be, this is Dangerous Short Films. As you guys know, Dangerous is my favorite my favorite Michael Jackson album, and so these contain a lot of my favorite Michael Jackson songs as well as my favorite Michael Jackson music videos. And the cool thing about the Short Films DVD is that it also included some behind the scenes footage from Michael Jackson's music videos that was at the time never before seen. Remember you guys, this is in the years prior to YouTube. So there was really no way to find behind the scenes clips or anything unless you were to go to like a specific site that had like an upload of videos. I think I've talked about the MJ Oin Vid website where they would upload one or two different like Michael Jackson behind the scenes or like concert clips, and then you could upload them. They'd be up there, you could download them. They'd be up there for like a week or two, and then they'd take them down and refresh them. But there was really no way to see like behind the scenes clips now, like how you can go on YouTube and just look that up. So this was really gold for me. This really was to me a gateway into seeing Michael Jackson's personality and like how he was off camera, just like around the people that he knew and the crew that he worked with. So I really cherish this DVD. It's one of my favorites. It's the first time that I ever saw the Who Is It video, which to this day is still like a puzzle to me. I know what it's about, I've read what it's about, but I watch it and I don't get that from the cinematography. I don't get that from the storytelling in the video. It's just really interesting to me because that's one of the Michael Jackson things that I just do not get. I can watch it over and over, and after years, like, I can tell you that I don't really understand it. But yeah, love this, love this, love this. This also has what is it? My favorite Grammy Legend Award speech on it. Like gold, you guys. This is my favorite DVD of all time. This is the Bucharest Live in Bucharest Dangerous tour. This is the one that was like the HBO special. I have come to learn that this is like clips from several different nights of the Dangerous tour, which I had no idea. I always thought it was like a live show that they had taped. But anyway, this is my favorite concert and I love it. I'll just show you guys how it looks inside. Very simple, one disc DVD. While I'm on that topic, I might as well show you guys the Ultimate Collection. The Ultimate Collection is a 4-disc CD collection of like Michael Jackson's greatest hits and some unreleased songs at the time. So if you had wanted back then, you could purchase that standalone DVD that I just showed you, but I have both, and I really loved having this on DVD. That was like really cool to me. You got in a really good quality. I actually have a VHS. I broke this part of my Ultimate Collection, so the disc always falls out. So next up is The Wiz, something that we have never even talked about on this channel, and I actually feel really weird about that. Like, I feel like I should devote a video to The Wiz. A subscriber and friend of mine, Saran Baggins, always talks about how The Wiz is like his favorite movie, and we both are big MJ fans and Wizard of Oz fans. And he's always like, why don't you do a video about The Wiz? And I don't have an explanation for that. I gotta look into that. Comment down below if you guys are fans of The Wiz. I guess I'm just such a big fan of the original Wizard of Oz movie. That's like my favorite movie of all time. I love it. I love everything about it. I know pretty much all the words on the soundtrack. And yeah, it's The Wiz is not my favorite Michael Jackson project, but I know how important it is to the culture, to Michael Jackson's career. Okay, you guys, so next up is this Jackson's American Dream DVD. I don't know if that's focusing. It's focusing on me, so it's not gonna focus on this. But the Jackson's American Dream DVD, this is actually the complete miniseries of that show. The show that was always on VH1. It was like a 2 or 3 part, 4 part, I have no idea. Anyways, this is a 4 hours movie. It's a biopic of the Jacksons' life and upbringing all the way up until like the Victory Tour. And so it covers a lot of Michael Jackson's childhood. A lot of people don't know that this is something that was actually based on Katherine Jackson's book, My Family the Jacksons. And it was produced, I believe, by Jermaine and his ex-wife. Yeah, produced by Jermaine Jackson and Margaret Maldonado Jackson. And the executive producer was Suzanne DePass, who was, she worked heavily with the Jackson 5 while they were at Motown. And so, yeah, I really loved that movie. And look at this, I even kept like the little sticker from the top. So this is 2 discs, nothing too fancy about it. But yeah, this is the DVD for that. So next up, we have the #1's DVD. If you did not know, when the #1 CD came out in 2003, I believe, Michael Jackson also released this in tandem. And so this is basically all of the music videos, but the only thing that was not that great about this DVD was that the quality wasn't good. So like a lot of those other DVDs that I've shown you, they're like an HD quality, great quality. This, first of all, the sound wasn't good. I think in those other DVDs, like the History DVD, the Dangerous Short Films, and the History 2 Volume 2, they had Dolby Digital audio. This has PCM stereo, and then none of the videos were like in great quality. So comment down below if you guys remember that. It was like, see, I don't even have the disc in here. It's somewhere, but I don't have it in here. Yeah, the quality just wasn't great. It was like a little awkward, like that they would release this in not so great quality. But this, actually it says that this came out, yeah, 2003, like I remember. Again, has most of the important music videos: Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Rock With You, Billie Jean, Beat It, Bad, Thriller, as well as Blood on the Dance Floor, You Rock My World. Bad thing about this, it did not have One More Chance on it. Blows my mind, because that was like the only original song from the #1's album, so why wasn't it on here? But I just want to read to you guys a little bit about the liner notes, because I really like these. I thought they're really sweet. This album is dedicated to those who remember when and are still on the journey. With lifelong gratitude to my parents, to my grandparents, and to my family that came before, who so lovingly created my today. I love you, your son, Michael. To Prince, Paris, and Blanket, you are my joy. The fullness in my heart is because of you. I love you beyond now and forevermore. I love you, Michael. So he also has thanks to James Brown, John McClane, John Branca. Another thing that came out in 2003, which was actually a television special to accompany the release of the #1's album and DVD, was The One. This was a really good TV special. This actually is not the version that was on television. This is like cut or something. This is not the full version. So comment down below if you guys remember when The One came on. I actually love the front cover of this because it's like the One More Chance single. This actually finally has 5.1 surround sound, Dolby Digital, also stereo, and this was like a 40-minute special. Michael Jackson executive produced this. This was another like kind of thank you to the fans. It featured artists like Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige, Missy Elliott. There were a bunch of celebrities that came on and spoke about Michael. There was 4 parts to this. I highly recommend, if you could grab this or you could find this special, it's worth watching. It's really cool to me to see like other celebrities and people talk about Michael Jackson in that way. So go ahead and check that out. It's called Michael Jackson, The One. Now you guys, I'm gonna get into some posthumous stuff that I have purchased after Michael Jackson passed away. A lot of things came out, and I want to start off by talking about one of my favorites, which is the Bad 25 special. It was produced by Spike Lee, directed by Spike Lee. A Spike Lee joint, okay? It's a Spike Lee joint. In his jacket, it's got like a little collage of like the moments from his music videos and stuff. I thought that was cool, and just from the Bad era in general. Okay, so speaking of a Spike Lee joint, so this is Michael Jackson's journey from Motown to Off the Wall. So I like this a lot. The original CD, the songs and everything are in here, as well as like some chalk. These copies are not open. Not sure why I have 2 copies that are not open, but I know that my husband has a copy that's open, so that's the one that we watch if we ever want to watch this. One of the cool things that I found out a lot of really cool things in this documentary, but one of the cool things that I found out just was about like how, because Tito and Jackie were a part of this, and they talked about just creating like Shake Your Body Down to the Ground, and how they were like in competition in their head with the Bee Gees. And I don't know, I just thought that that was really, really interesting. I also loved how they talked about Michael Jackson and what he experienced because of his race. And they talk about how, you know, a lot of times I think we tend to overlook that Michael Jackson did have experiences where his race was kind of like a barrier that he had to jump over, like many people in the entertainment industry or in the world in general. I think a lot of times we think, oh, Michael Jackson just transcended all of these racial barriers, but there were some times where, you know, they talk about how there had never been like a black person on the cover of certain magazines, or they wouldn't have him on the cover because he was a black artist. And so I thought it was really great that Spike Lee touched upon those topics, because a lot of times, especially for us fans that are now in the younger generation, we didn't see that, you know, we didn't experience that. And so I love that about that documentary. Okay, so speaking of the Jackson 5, I have the Jackson 5, a full, for the first time on DVD, complete animated series. Yes, this is just 70s gold right here. I'll show you guys a close-up of the DVD here, but you could see it's got the Jackson 5 in their cartoon glory, and then in the back it's got just like some decoration here, some what do you call it, animation rather, animation, cartooning, I don't know. But anyway, I love this DVD because it was really cool. It's the first time that you got all those Jackson's cartoons on DVD, and the discs are like little records. And this, it breaks down every single episode. And what I love about it, it tells you exactly the songs. So one of my favorite episodes of the Jackson's 5 cartoon is the one that has, the Winner's Circle. I think this is when they're like riding a horse racetrack. And the songs in it are the Love You Save and How Funky Is Your Chicken. I don't know why I loved that. And I also loved, there was one, Cinder Jackson. And they have the songs Reach In and Can I See You in the Morning. So I love the Jackson 5 cartoon. And this is an actually fun way to just, if you're into like animation or anything like that's just like 70s vibe, 70s kitsch, definitely check this out. The Jackson 5 cartoon is something that I definitely want to do a video about as well, because I just feel like it was really like important and monumental for the time. Next collector's item is this Sesame Street Christmas. Michael was only in this for like 2 minutes. You could see the whole clip on YouTube. I really wouldn't bother getting this, but I got it because I didn't know any better. Now the next thing is this Motown 25 disc set. I think, how many discs is this? 6 discs. Motown 25. So this has the original show as well as some behind the scenes clips. It's got the extended version of the Motown 25, 14 hours of bonus features. It's insane. It's so good. I'm getting down to the wire with the posthumous plots. Okay, so this is Michael Jackson's mother's DVD that came with her book. It's called Never Can Say Goodbye, the Katherine Jackson Archives. Not much on here. There was like an interview with Katherine Jackson, some photos. I actually think that she ended up having to stop selling this because I don't think there was permission from the estate, which is kind of like, why does she need permission? Because it's her own kid's story, but that's the way everything works these days. So I also have This Is It on Blu-ray. I actually went to the Best Buy event when they debuted this, and I got signatures from Travis Payne and Kenny Ortega. I actually have met Travis Payne prior to interviewing him, but I don't even know if he knows that. So I've got to send him the picture of me meeting them and getting their autograph back then. I also have the Vision box set. Vision is actually something that I really enjoy. A lot of people in the Michael Jackson community talk crap about the Vision DVD set, but I actually loved it. I thought it was really cool. I love the front cover of this. Let me see if I could get myself out of focus and so you guys could see. When you move it, it's like, can you see? Oh yeah, there we go. When you move it up and down, it's like different parts of the music video show. It's got not only 2 discs full of Michael Jackson's entire music video catalog, including gems like Speed Demon, and Liberian Girl, things that were like previously never released on DVD, but it also has One More Chance. It has Y with 3T. I don't know what else it has on here. I can't recall right now. But some, oh yeah, Blame It on the Boogie, the Jacksons, Enjoy Yourself, Say, 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 Can You Feel It, and They Don't Care About Us, the prison version, which was also not on DVD to my knowledge. So really good stuff on here. A lot of people, like I said, don't like Vision because they want super high 4K, high quality stuff, but to me it's good enough the way it is, and I'll always welcome any other better quality footage, but to me it's gold. So next up I have this bunch of DVDs that are not official at all, but this is Michael Jackson, A Remarkable Life. I don't even think this was a good documentary, so I'm not even gonna waste time talking about it. I think that was given to me as a gift, and I was just like, okay, this is not even positive. But Michael Jackson live in Japan. What is this? I think this is, oh, the Yokohama concert. So if you want the Yokohama concert, you can see it on YouTube, but this is a version of it that's on DVD. This is a DVD called The Press Conferences and Store Signings. So really interesting. This covers a bunch of store signings. I don't even know which ones, but it's 2 hours of like random footage, which is actually pretty interesting. So yeah, and it doesn't even really have any like listing of anything, but comment down below if you guys have seen that before. I've got a bootleg DVD of the Jacksons Victory Tour, Toronto 1984. This was given to me by my dad's friend. He had that. It's not a great copy. It's like the same thing on YouTube. This is the Royal Brunei concert on DVD. His Majesty's 50th celebration. So Royal Brunei concert is also gold if you guys have not checked that out. I actually think that I should do a reaction video to the whole thing because I feel like I've watched some of it, but not all. So anyway, and then these are last 2 bootleg DVDs, Moonwalker and The Making of Thriller. Okay, you guys, so that was my entire Michael Jackson DVD collection. Let me know if you guys enjoyed that. Do you guys have any of the same DVDs as I do? Let me know down below if you have like a favorite DVD out of this. And do you miss DVDs like I do? Because I kind of low-key miss like the whole vibe of like collecting things. Oh, I also wanted to tell you that I have a bunch of bootleg DVDs that don't have covers. They're just like random discs around my house. I have like the Jacksons variety show and a bunch of different concerts, a bunch of different history tour concerts and things like that. So yeah, let me know down below like what you guys think of this and if there are any other parts of my Michael Jackson collection you guys would like me to focus on. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Talk to you guys later. Bye.